Hello everyone. This is going to be a late dinner again. Yeah. So I'm going to make meatloaf and scalloped potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the meatloaf and everything ready. I'm going to get everything in the oven, and then I'm going to stop this video and then I'll come back when it's ready. So I have the oven already preheated to 350 degrees. And I went today and I got me some I got, how many pounds is that? It's 4.09 pounds of the super lean 100% chopped sirloin. It's 90% lean, 10% fat. So since I got 4 pounds, I am going to put some in there for my meatloaf, and then I'm going to freeze the rest. Probably for tacos again, because I have something I might try for tacos the next time. I need to get another. I used to have this really cool black pan and it had a lid on it that I would cook with, but when I was still married, we used to do, when I was married, we always used to have all the holiday get-togethers at our house, and the one year my ex-husband, he's ex-husband now, of course. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Because we had so many people for the get-togethers, you know, during holidays, we would have to use like our grill too to cook stuff in. And the one year he did the sweet potatoes in that black pan that had a lid with it, and we had got done eating, you know, and he just put that pan. So see, I put this in a Ziploc bag and I'm gonna freeze it. So yeah, he put the pan back on the grill, and what happened was the grill was still hot, and what was left of the sweet potatoes just got really thick and burnt because they had like marshmallows, molasses, and it just was, it ended up getting burnt on the pan, so that whole pan had to get thrown away, and I have not been able to find one since. So I just have my ground beef in here, ground sirloin. I don't measure. Now I will measure with the scalloped potatoes just because I don't want it to get too watery. But so I'm just going to put some parsley flakes, black pepper, some breadcrumbs, and then I'm going to put 2 eggs. So I'm just going to start. I forgot oh my goodness, I almost forgot my onion. So let me just sprinkle some of this parsley. I'm I'm gonna leave it out just in case I need a little more. Can't believe I almost forgot my onions. Ah, I just now remember that, or I would have cut that up before I started this. I'm so sorry. So I'm just gonna have to cut that up really quick. Piece of a parsley stem. I'll put that in there. So you can put however much parsley, pepper. I'll leave it like that, and if I need to add more, breadcrumbs, however much you would like. Can't believe I forgot to cut my onion up. All right, I'm just gonna try that. So I'm just gonna leave it sit there for a second because genius me forgot to cut the onion up. So I got my sweet onion, sweet Vidalia onion. Does not have to be chopped perfectly, just chop it up however you like. Chop it up however you would like. So yeah, I let my meat, because I put the scalloped potatoes and the meatloaf in the oven at the same time, I will probably let them both cook for like, I'll check it after an hour. But more than likely it'll probably have to cook for like an hour and a half. But you can, I mean, I like my meatloaf more done. I don't like to have any, I like my meat done. I don't mind like a slight bit of pink on like a steak, but I'm talking slight. I can't have any blood or really dark red. That will make me like puke. So yeah, you can cook your meatloaf however you like it done. If you don't like it, if you like it a little pink, by all means. So yeah, just check it. I mean, if you don't like it done, and if you're not going to put like anything else in the oven with it, then I would just check it after like 45 minutes. My bigger cutting board is in the dishwasher because I was in the mood for my apple chips again. Oh my god, it's gonna make my eyes burn or water. Sorry to make my nose run. Yeah, so I made some more of the apple chips the other day. And of course they're all gone already. I eat those things, like I did 3 apples. And I do have a video of that, you guys, not from the other day, but I think that was like my first YouTube live stream, I believe. But I do tell you how to make it if y'all are curious. But I eat them things like within 24 hours. They're so good. So the onion, and I just dropped a piece out. Does not have to be chopped perfectly. Sorry, I try to stay away because I don't want my eyes watering. I already have problems with my nose running all the time. This is just going to make it worse. I'm just gonna put this whole onion in the whole. Can never have too many cooked onions. I think I told y'all before, I don't like raw onions, but I love cooked onions. Isn't that weird? I hope I'm not the only one that's like that. I don't know why, I just don't like the taste of raw onions. You guys, I miss Monday night and Thursday night football already. Alright. So got the onions in there. I believe I dropped one on the floor. Don't want the cat to get it. Did I drop one? Oh no, right there it is. I dropped another onion somewhere right there. Okay, so now I am going to mix 2 eggs together. I use Eggland's Best eggs. Hope I didn't. Oh, I did. I got a shell. Got a little piece of shell in the egg. Oh, but the moral of my story to that black pan with the lid, I really need to get one because that pan was perfect for making meatloaf. So now I have to, I was debating if I wanted to use this one or just this tin one. I think I'm going to use, well, I'm going to see how big it is, how big the meat is after I'm done. And then that will decide. I'm just going to mix these eggs up. Alright, got the eggs mixed. I'm just going to mix this around just a little bit before I put the egg in. I know most people would just use their hands to mix this, but I don't like to do that unless I absolutely have to. So what I usually do is I use these two, and then at the very end I'll shape it with my hand, with my hands. I should just get some, actually I think I might have some in the garage. Some plastic gloves, like disposable. Told y'all. I wonder how many people watch my videos and they're like, oh my gosh, she is so weird. I know. My family tells me that all the time. Okay, just put that egg in there. I'll put that in the dishwasher later. Normally I also put some Worcestershire sauce, however you pronounce that, but when I was getting all the ingredients out, I forgot that I don't have any. So I'm going to try something else. Hopefully it doesn't ruin it. So yeah, that's the only thing I would normally have is the Worcestershire sauce, and I would just, you know, just do like a squirt of that in here. And then that would be it, and then I would just cook it. But since I don't have any, I'm going to try I'll show you in a second. Actually, I guess I could just do it now. I'm going to try to put 1 packet of this Flavor Boost mushroom and marsala wine, because it said on the back, juicy burgers, mix 1 1/4 pound beef and 2 packets of the flavor blend. I'm just going to add 1 packet though. I just want to see if it's going to make a difference, like, you know how my Worcestershire sauce would have. So I'm just going to add just 1 pack. And we'll see how that tastes. See if it just gives it a little bit of flavor that the Worcestershire sauce would. I haven't made meatloaf in a long time. I may need, well, maybe not. I was going to say I might need a little bit more breadcrumbs, possibly. I mean, you don't want to put too much. Actually, maybe I won't. You don't want to put too many breadcrumbs because that's going to be like dry. You don't want to have a dry meatloaf. So you just mix all that around. My hair keeps getting in my mouth. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add any more breadcrumbs. I think this is gonna be perfect. Ooh, that hurts my arm. Goodness. So I hope you all had a good day. I did. Didn't do much, but I did record a video earlier this morning when I went to Starbucks and driving to the butcher. Took y'all with me. Alright, so hopefully, I'm not sure if I said this already, guys, but what I'm going to do is, I'm telling you, I told you he's like running. Remember I told y'all how he like runs through the house a couple times a day? That's what he's doing right now. Here he comes, here he comes. Get ready for it. Oh, he's not going to come out here? Alright, so I'm just going to, I probably shouldn't have let this butter out. I was letting it out to thaw. I am just going to coat, oh, it's not too bad. I thought it was going to be too mushy. I'm just going to coat the bottom of this pan just so the meat doesn't stick. I'm actually going to, might have to use a little bit of a paper towel, or I'll just use my hand. It got a little mushy. I'm just going to use my hand because I don't want it to be like, real thick, and I don't want to use a paper towel because I don't want like pieces of the paper towel in my meatloaf. So I'm just going to mix that butter around in that pan. I hope this is not going to be too big. I just realized that. Like, I hope it's not going to be too much meat for this pan. And that I should have probably used the other pan, but you know what? We're going to find out. There you go. This is why my hands are so dry. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'ams. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right, so I'm just going to shape this. Actually, I'm going to show you guys first. So this is what it looks like before you shape it. That's what it looks like before you shape it. So I'm just going to shape it up. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I didn't add any more breadcrumbs. So you could actually, you could shape these into meatballs and then just cook them however you want in a frying pan or cook them in the oven. And then, which I've done this before, and then you could, once they're cooked, put them in a crock pot with like spaghetti sauce or any kind of tomato sauce, and then just let them cook on low or on warm for a couple hours, and then make meatball subs or use it for spaghetti, or you can just make it into a meatloaf. Yeah, that's gonna fit in that pan. So here we go. Just gonna plop it in there, and then you can shape it more once it's in this pan. I wish I had a bigger pan, but I do not. It does not have to be perfect. Get down, get down, 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 down. So yeah, I keep trying to say this and then I keep forgetting. We're talking about something else. So when I check this, the meat in about an hour, if it's like just about done, I'm going to take the aluminum foil off the top, and I'm just gonna like squeeze a little bit of ketchup on the top of it and let it cook for about 15 more minutes uncovered, which I'm gonna show you guys when it's done. Like when I start recording it when I eat, I'm actually gonna start recording when I get this out of the oven, just so you can see. And then I'll cut it and all that. So yeah, since I don't have a lid, I'm just going to use aluminum foil to cover it. Just like that. And I had that on the bottom shelf since I'm going to be making something else. All right, so I'll rinse that stuff off later. I'm actually going to do, and then I just got some sweet peas with sea salt. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter in the bottom of the pan. And I'm not going to turn the peas on yet. I'm just going to sit in the back here. That cat, I tell you. I'm just going to let it sit back here, and it's going to keep it warm, but not cook it, you know? So I'm going to add just a little bit of butter in that pan for the peas. No, you can't jump up there, watch out. So yeah, that's gonna stay back here. And finally, no, I don't want my screensaver to come on. That is recording, right? Oh, guess what? When I got everything ready, and when I first opened my QuickTime, I always test my voice now. The first time I turned it on, it did not work. The volume wasn't working, so I had to X out of it and then come back. Okay, so I'm gonna also be making scalloped potatoes. Cheesy scalloped potatoes made with real sliced potatoes. Now this I will measure, like I said before, because I don't want it to be too watery. I want it to be creamy and perfect. So it says 2 1/4 cups of boiling water. I'm not going to use boiling water this time. I'm just going to use, actually, I'm just worried about time. I actually am because, well, I'm not going to boil it. I'm just going to make it hot. Because I want to use filtered water. But I probably don't have a bowl. You know what? Oh no, I can't drink that city water. I can't. Oh, I don't want to put plastic in the microwave. Can I keep that? Maybe make sure my shirt stays down. Can I put this in the microwave? Guess I'll find out. 2 1/4 cups. All of my dishes are dirty right now because I have so many leftovers to take to my family. So like I have the chili, I have that in the freezer. And then I have like 3 or 4 bowls of pork, 2 bowls of mashed potatoes, and also with the pork is the sauerkraut. So like all of my containers are taken. So I believe that was 2 1/4 cups. See, I'm just using the filtered water, and I'm just going to stick it in the microwave. I'm not going to get it to a boil though because that will take forever. All right, so I guess I'll find out if I can microwave that. First for everything. First for everything. Okay. 1/3 cup of milk. And of course I'm going to be using coconut milk. 1/3 cup. I always shake my coconut milk. I think I've showed this before, but just in case I haven't. Coconut milk. And I believe it says 2 tablespoons of butter. I know this is a little bit more, but I'm just going to stick that all in there. All right, and then it says heat oven to 450, but we're not doing that. I'm just baking it my own way. I'm going to be putting it in the oven with the meatloaf on the top shelf, and it's going to cook for about an hour. So yeah, I will show you guys everything when it's done, like before I dish it out. That way you guys can see what everything looks like. Another minuto. See, I think I said this already. I don't have the oven turned on for the pea, or the stove top turned on for the peas. I'm just gonna let it sit back here, and that heat that's coming off the oven will keep it warm. And then when I'm ready, like say the last 5 minutes or so, I'll turn that on just to heat it up. I don't want them to be like so well done that they're like breaking, you know. And then I'll add, so I have the butter in there, and then I'll add some pepper into the peas. That'll be done. Don't do anything more. That's gonna be good enough. So I'm just gonna pour, yeah, that's good enough. Pour that hot water in with the butter. I like the butter to kind of like melt before I stick the packet of sauce into there. That way that powdered sauce mix is not sticking to the butter. So it's 7:00 p.m. right now. Today's Thursday, January 5th, 2017. So I'm thinking this whole meal is going to be done like between between 8:15 and 8:30. Sebastian! So yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Like once it gets to be 8 o'clock, 8:15, I will check on everything. And then if I need to add that ketchup on top of the meatloaf, I will. But if it needs more time cooking, then I'll just wait. Yeah, I think tomorrow I need to meet up with my family and give them those leftovers. Well, at least I'll be able to give them some of this leftovers too, because I will not eat all this. For some reason, meatloaf is like the only thing I really don't like for leftovers. No, I will eat like the scalloped potatoes as leftovers and the peas, but I don't know why. I'm just not a fan of reheating the meatloaf. I remember when we were little though, when my parents used to make meatloaf, we would eat it like the next day cold on a sandwich. But I don't do that nowadays. It like grosses me out to think about it. But we liked it back then. Alright, so now I got the butter and this mix all mixed together. I just always mix it, that way there's no clumps. Put the coconut milk in, mix it one more time. Make sure it's all mixed together. And now we're going to put the potatoes in. Oh, I can't wait to eat these. I have not had scalloped potatoes for a long time. So yeah, just coat them, let them cook. I know they don't tell you to do this, but probably when I will keep an eye on these, and I will stir them around. So here's what these look like before they're done cooking. I'm just gonna stick them in the oven. But yeah, I will mix them around once during the cooking time. But like I said, it doesn't say, you don't have to do that, and it does not It does not say to do that on the box, I just do. Alrighty. And there we go, you guys. Okay, I know this video is long already, so I am going to clean up my messes. Oh, that was blowing my hair. I'm going to clean up my messes back here. When this gets done, I will turn the camera back on and record the finished meal, and we'll eat together. Sound good? So I'll be back, you guys. Be back in probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Hopefully. See ya for now. Bye-bye.